system subjects. Can you see it? Can you download it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay, we can. Okay, for this lectures time, okay, we will start by about the course outline and the introduction of this course first. Okay, about wait a minute, the course outline. Okay, that's this. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. I frequently ask you because sometimes I think I already share it, but maybe I forgot to click it, or maybe it's fall in the display or something like that. Therefore, I frequently ask you first, okay, that do you can download the file, do you can see it, okay, do you can get it or not, okay, okay. You are if you don't if you cannot see it also on, okay, even though I don't ask it, okay. For example, if I start to provide the lecture, sometimes I forgot to sharing the screen, okay. Therefore, you can remind me, Jan, I cannot see the presentation. Can you share the screen or something like that? You forgot to share the screen, okay. You can remind me, don't worry about that, okay. Now, first of all, okay, the subject course, okay, you can see in the course outline, okay, the subject course is the signal and the system. Okay, the objective of this course is, okay, to provide you the link between the real physics system or the objects in the engineering point of view and the mathematics, okay. Therefore, 70% of this content is based on the mathematics, okay, the mathematics, okay. And I will, okay, you maybe see them to be EE Math 2, okay. This subject is maybe EE Math 2, okay. EE Math, you already study about the differential equation, the Fourier transform, the Laplace transform, also on, okay. But this subject will be see them in another point of view, in the case that if you have the system, if you have the input, and if you have the output, how to explain, how to write the equation to link between the input, output, and the system itself. Yeah, if the system is a simple one, such as the amplifier. Yeah, if the input is xt, okay, output is amplified. The system is amplified by 10. Output equal to 10xt. Very easy one. Okay, the amplifier is easy, but for the other system that have more complicated than this, okay, it's not only the amplifier. It may be stove, it's a buffer, it will be integrator, it will be differentiator, okay. The system is more complicated than this, okay. What about the response, or what about the output of that, okay? Or if you know input, if you know system, you would like to get the output, okay. In this case, you can see that you can determine or compute the output before you really build the system really, okay. That's why we concentrate on this subject. And the subject is it seems to be a modern of the engineering study. Okay, it means we physically design them, complete them first before we build it. Okay, if some of you used to see several Hollywood movie, okay, such as I think all of you already used to see maybe the Iron Man, the Tony Stark. You can see that when the Iron Man would try to design the power suit, okay, they build them first or not? No. In the laboratory, they use maybe the AutoCAD or something like that, okay, to draw the power suit first, right? And he tried to replace the material also on before, after it finished, okay, he is really build it, okay, and the test them in the final step, okay, because the system that you design in the computer, okay, maybe some differentiate from the real one, okay, but not much, okay. Therefore, we try to tune in the real one, Okay, therefore, if you have a chance to create the senior project, to do the senior projects, okay, you may be create, okay, you design the PCB no. Okay, hello, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
Ajahn.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
Okay,
Ajahn.
Yeah, we have.
my sorry, my internet is interrupt a little bit one. Okay, we can go to back to here. Okay, you can see that, for example, when you have a chance to create the senior project or maybe the term project of some subjects, okay, you know that, okay, when you decide it, maybe in the hardware or maybe in the software point of view, okay, for the software you maybe write the flowchart clearly, okay, and you write the program, or for the hardware point of view, you create them, you write the schematic circuit, okay, for the PCB or so on. And when you really build it, okay, you know that it has some difference between the real thing and the simulation. Okay, therefore, when we create them, we build them, you must unify them a little bit one. Okay, even sometimes the thing that you design is, you see that in the design in the computer is very well, but it's not work well in the real thing. Okay, that's why, okay, for this course, we concern only when you design the system in the simulation, in the mathematics point of view. Okay, in the mathematics, even though it's this thing is can is make the designing is so fast and easy to find the error or debug it, but it have some disadvantage. Okay, the disadvantage, the main advantage of the simulation design is if you assume or if you neglect some important factor. Okay, when the hardware that you really design is not work well in that situation. Okay, this thing is exist in the real case and in the Hollywood movie. Okay, if you remember that, okay, in the Iron Man, the first part, okay, the Tony Stark designed the iron suit, okay, the power suit of the Iron Man, okay, but they don't expect that this Iron Man suit will be used to fly is very high. What happened when it fly is very high? Okay, it have the ice around about the jet, okay, about the jets, therefore it's make the jets clash. It means the ions cannot fly anymore. Okay, it's fall. This thing is not came from the wrong of the simulation, it came from the wrong that the Tony Stark don't expect that he used the Iron Man suits at very high level and at very low temperature. Yeah, the real case situation is used to exist in the real case. Okay, a lot of the battery today, I heard that maybe Samsung, I'm not sure, the Samsung Note 6 or Note 7 that have the problem to explore. Okay, maybe about a 5 or 6 years before, because that battery is designed in the Samsung laboratory and test in the Samsung laboratory only. It don't test in the standard laboratory, okay, testing. Therefore, when you charging the battery at a very high temperature, a little bit one, the battery will become burn and explode. Or in another case, is came from about I heard that maybe the Boeing 666 or 777. I'm not sure. Okay, the battery of that airplane have the problem from this simulation too. Okay, now we concentrate on the core of them. Okay, we concentrate on only on the simulation part. Okay, therefore, before how we know about how we can explain about the system is operate and the signal is operate well, we use all mathematics that we know. Okay, or at least you know the first all mathematics that you study in the first year. Okay, the calculus 1, calculus 2, e-math, and the physics to explain and to model it. Okay. We separate the system into two groups. One is the continuous, okay, another one is the discrete. The continuous, okay, in the engineering, we frequently call them analogs, okay, the analog signal. For the discrete time signal, we frequently call them the digital one, okay. You know that in this world, almost always operate in the digital, but the real signal that you capture in the real nature is the analogs. Therefore, we okay. Therefore, we figures okay used to model about the signal and system in the analog and in the digital point of view. Okay, we use a lot of the mathematics. Okay, in this class, we use about the Fourier transform, Laplace transform, set transform. Okay, to handle on the continuous and the discrete one. And the spatial system that we frequently analyze is called the system that have both spatial property, the linear and the time invariant. Okay. Now for the content, we start in the chapter 1. Okay, the chapter is following there. Okay, in the PowerPoint, the same. Okay, the PowerPoint in this slide, even though I don't provide you the PowerPoint directly, but the PowerPoint is already compiled in the book that I provide it to you in the second file. You can get it, the second file, the ebooks. Hello?
Yes.
You already get the second file, maybe 20
Yes.
meg or something like that, a little bit big one. Get it right? Can open it right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now for the course. Okay. Wait a minute.